Everybody, Hellcat Lord here, and I'm going to be showing you another raid in Rule of the Kingdom. Now, as you can see, I've improved a lot of my stuff from last time that I've posted, and I've gotten a lot of resources, and as you can see, my bakeries are nearly all of them are fully upgraded, and I got 3 wineries now, which comes in handy. Now, as you can see, I also have my swordsman barracks at level 3. My archer is still at level 1. But now I also have mages, and mages deal higher damage, they have higher accuracy, but with the higher damage and higher accuracy, they have, as you can see, a low amount of health. And let me see, is there anything else I really need to show? Not really. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you a new area, new raid called Troll Trail, which is a very adequate name. Besides the fact that it's an area that starts in the beginning of the game, where you will not have the best gear. When you go through here, all enemies deal at least 2 damage, and Orb of Protection only protects from 1. So you're gonna have a tough time fighting this, but there's advantages to doing this. As you can see, now I put off of doing the Troll Trail for a while because, well, besides the fact that they deal a fair amount of damage, the other reason is, after you finish taming 35 wolves, you get the option to start taming trolls. And once you tame 40 of those, you get to tame the scarabs. Now, as you saw, I used an explosive there. Open up the chest. Boom. Now, the disadvantage of this area is, once you reach a certain point with it, it will cost more and more. Now, the thing I dislike about it is that it requires resources. Now, if it had not required resources when you get to the highest level, it would be a lot better in my opinion. But unfortunately, it does require resources once you get to the highest level. Now, if it had just been gold, I would do this over and over again. And I think the reason why they require resources after you reach a certain level with it is because it gives you, well, the 10 resources from that chest you saw, and once you complete it, it gives you 30 wood and stone as well. So, they also give you resources in here, so it's not a complete waste, but once you reach the highest level, there's, like, no real serious point of doing it. Except to, maybe get the heart stones. Or to capture the trolls. Now, let me see, can I hire... I'll hire another mage. Yeah, as you can see, the trolls here are tough, so it's literally a troll trail that trolls the player. Ooh, sweet, got a caged troll. Now, as you can see, I'm going around fighting each of the trolls so I can have a chance to catch them. And unfortunately, because I don't have the best of nets, it's really hard. And as you can, this is like at the second stage, and they just keep getting tougher and tougher as you continue. Same thing with all the raids, but this raid in particular gets really annoying really fast compared to the other ones. It's not as well balanced as the other ones, because this one, you unlock it relatively early, and if you keep doing it, you're gonna end up bumping into really powerful enemies. Enemies you would have no chance of defeating at the lower stats. And as you can see, they deal a lot of damage to trolls. I mean, 2 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have only 14 health, and if you don't have the orbs of protection, it can add up real quick. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Now, as you can see, you can train up your mining and herbalist skill here, but I'm not doing it right now because I want to actually get through this for you without taking too long, and I messed up on that, launching that net. But as I said, considering this is a very early game, this is basically a really tough fight for so early in the game. And by the way, all the trolls you fought before this only deal 1 damage. So your orbs of protection fully protect you from the trolls. Now, as you can see, I have like a full roster of warriors. That is the best way to deal with this, is have a full roster and just hammer through. Now there is, as you saw, those 2 gates with those gear symbols above them. If you have lockpicks, those symbols will appear and you can click on the gates and it will instantly unlock, well, not instantly, but very swiftly unlock the gate for you. And it makes it a lot easier. You could avoid those two more powerful trolls. And as you can see, I got a fair amount of rewards. I still have no clue what to do with the troll head. I've played this game several times, not to the end, but several times through, and I have never figured out what the troll heads are used for. I know what the troll skin and tail are used for. They're used for potions and stuff. I have no clue what the head is used for. And as you can see, I have unlocked even more raids, so I'll be showing those as well at a later time. And let me see, is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh yes, to unlock the mages, you're gonna need a smithy, a fully upgraded one. When I say fully upgraded, I mean maxed, because you're gonna need 4 of the runes. And once you get that, you have to fight a boss. After you fight and the boss is relatively easy. He's weaker than most bosses in this game. He deals 3 damage, which it does sound like a lot, but it's actually not. No, wait. No, he deals 2 damage. But it's not a lot considering he's a boss. Now, the biggest problem with him is he has 2 skeletons with him, and then there's him. The biggest fight you're going to have with him is the fact that he has 80 health. That's the biggest part of his fight, which is somewhat balanced compared to most bosses. And by the way, I had just remembered the desert campaign. I will be showing that in another video, and you will actually be seeing not just the first part of this, but you'll also be seeing the first raid, because the first raid is like really early in the desert campaign. And when I say really early, I mean very early. It's ridiculously early. So you'll be seeing the first raid for that. And as you can see, I got my oil farm fully upgraded. do not have my creameries fully upgraded yet because I want to upgrade the bakeries first. Because the final form of the swordsman soldiers, which are these two here, require cake to hire them. So it's... Now, they won't deal as much damage as the final form of, like, the archers and mages. But the biggest difference between the archers, mages, and melee troops is the melee troops, through different items. I think I got a weapon that... Yeah. Example, you enhance the Knight Longsword. Squad bonus is 1 damage for melee troops. So it is... They can get upgraded in different ways. As you can see, when I from Hone to Sharp, it increases the damage by 2. So it's fairly decent. It's not a terrible balance when it comes to those three. But you're going to want mostly mages and archers, because archers have a higher chance of hitting most targets, and some of them have a melee defense. Well, a lot of them have a fair melee. Yeah. Like, the shooter has, I think it's 10? No, 20 melee defense. My bad. And the normal fighter is kind of balanced when it comes to defenses. It's 10 melee defense and 9 range defense. And the mages are a little bit more than the fighters, but it's... Basically, it's a reverse version of the fighters with a slightly higher range defense. But, as I said, with that with them being so powerful, it comes with a little health. And... Oh yeah, I can start making blocks now. I can start upgrading... I'm not going to upgrade this yet because I don't need blocks a lot yet. And then there's this, the Mason Guild. I will eventually start using it. But considering I need a lot of stone right now to upgrade the bakeries, I am not going to. And of course there's the wineries. I don't need to upgrade this until I complete... what level is it? Whoops. Yeah, next level up I get access to the swordsman barracks. And then at level 16 I get access to the next wizard tower. So it's a ways off. And also, as you noted, but to get the next group of archers, which is it's harder than it should be. Goods for wisdom. You need to gather 20 bloodroot. But you also need to gather 20 shadowgrass. Now, the problem with that I see is the fact that you need 3,000 herbalism experience. Now, as I will show here, I have a little bit less than 900. So it is... Yeah, I'm not even a third of the way there. I mean, I unlock at next level, I think. But it's a rare drop, and yeah, so I'm not going to be getting that anytime soon, is basically what I'm saying. And as you can see, there's all these little different details throughout here. I don't know if you can purchase this territory. I don't know if it becomes accessible at higher levels. I just don't know. What I do know is, at the next level up, which is a reason I've been gone for so long, is trying to get to this next level up, is that I get access to purchase this plot, which is 100,000. Which, in my opinion, is kind of strange, considering there's another plot right next to where you get the oil field, that's 70,000 at level 18. Which, in my opinion, is like, wouldn't the prices be reversed? And well, this plot is a little bit bigger, but it's not bigger enough to, in my opinion, just the significant price increase. But hey, I got the money anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. And as you can see, I fully upgraded the farm, which will come in handy when I finish upgrading the bakeries, because I will be able to change it to the cabbages. They take 24 hours. As you can see right here. They take 900 gold each plot. But if I changed it to cabbage, I would get 4,800 every time I did it. So, to start out with, I would not build more than one farm. I would increasingly upgrade it. Just keep upgrading it until you get the maximum amount of slots. You have to purchase each of the farm slots, by the way, which can be expensive, but it's not too bad. I would recommend doing that instead of building another farm. But if you do build another farm, don't fully upgrade it. Keep it at a lower stat so you don't waste a bunch of workers. Use it for like the rye and carrot stuff. And as you can see, I got an animal farm. Oh, forgot to have them clear that out. Now, this is where you get meat. Now, I've never gotten far enough to know what that does yet. Last time I got really far, I had to format my computer because something happened that made it really glitchy, so I don't know what exactly happened with that. So I lost the progress. So this is like my third time run through, and now you can hear my aunt's dog. And, well, that's all for this episode. Hellcat Lord signing off. I will post again soon, and wow, this video went a lot longer than I was expecting. Okay, everybody, Hellcat Lord signing off.